everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to part 11 of my Higurashi When They Cry Watanagashi Let's Play. So we got a bombshell dropped on us in the last episode. It turns out, at least at face value, Shion actually disappeared after Watanagashi, and we have been talking to Mion this whole time on the phone. So Mion has been disguising herself as Shion. She knows everything. She implied that Rika and Sadako and the mayor, they're dead. And Keiichi's going to be next. So, as is with this game, though, you can't take everything at face value, so who knows what actually is the truth, and that is what I am so excited to get back into this game to discover, like, what is actually going on. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, first things first, I do have some tips. It just ended at such a good point in the last episode, so I wanted to leave it at that, but we've got another scrapbook entry, and we've got something at a mahjong parlor, so. The problem with twins. This is not limited to just Hinamizawa, but in Onagafuchi village especially, the three families detested giving birth to twins as successors. The long-term dictatorship built on the precarious balance of the three families must have feared collapsing under the weight of internal strife from things like family quarrels. According to the literature, if twins were born, then they had to be culled. With that, the very fact that both the Sonozaki family successor, Mion Sonozaki, and her twin Shion are alive is in itself deeply interesting. Perhaps the current leader, Oryu, is sympathetic. Of course, the twins were not cared for equally, and as the heir, Mion received special treatment. From what I've heard, despite the two of them looking exactly the same on the outside, the talent lies solely with Mion. My own observations of the two of them don't leave me with that impression. Tradition dictates that the leader of the Sonozaki family is said to inherit a demon, and they tattoo a magnificent one onto his or her back. In accordance with the tradition, there is an extremely high possibility that Mion has such a tattoo on her back. Ooh, so that's our way to determine who's who. That has got to come back into play at some point. From what I've heard, there is apparently a magnificent demon tattooed on Oryu's back as well. Oryu? Then I wonder what sort of tattoo belongs to the heir Mion. I really want to see her back. Oh, that's interesting. So, you know, this whole thing about Mion, but maybe it was Shion, maybe Shion killed off Mion in jealousy, so she could take over a successor, and then blaming it on, you know, and then maybe she disguised herself as Mion. I don't know, and then, like, she's living as her now, and she used the Oryu Shiro-sama's curse herself as a cover for her to be able to commit the murder. Interesting, interesting. Reserved for the day, Suzu Mahjong Parlor. Clatter clack.
あんりゃ、クラちゃん、あんたが一番遅いよ。若い人はみんな揃ってる。
じゃあお母さん、すみませんね。
Oishi handed over a convenience store bag with a carton of cigarettes in it to the old lady who owned the mahjong parlor, and she shrewdly made herself scarce. She was used to this by now.
Oi-san, お疲れ様っす。
Okay, I know it's Ois. You don't really pronounce the H, but I prefer Detective Delicious, so I kind of want to keep calling him Oishi.
なんだ、みんな真面目に待ってたんですか？さんまでもやってりゃよかったのに。
Everyone sitting at the mahjong tables in the small parlor were Oishi's subordinates, but there were no tiles laid out anywhere.
皆さん、連日の不眠不休の捜査、本当にお疲れ様です。
よし!
Energetic responses filled the parlor. Already it had lost the atmosphere of a place of entertainment.
状況は芳しくありません。所長が園崎系議員の恫喝に屈したそうです。近日中に高野殺しはお隣の県警さんに譲り、村長たちの失踪は行方不明扱いで生活課に委ねるようです。
That damn upstart chief. The veterans in the room cursed him.
請求した令状もすべて却下されました。課長からは園崎家界隈には近づくなとまで言われています。
I wonder if we ever are going to get to go to Mion's house at some point. I am so curious to see it.
いやいや困ったもんです。ちなみに私には来週から警視庁への研修命令が出るそうです。 その後は余った有給を伊豆で消化しろとまで言われています。いや、そういうのも悪くないですね。
He heard a few dry laughs. It wasn't anything to laugh about, but that was all they could do.
いつもそうですが、事件と車のキーの閉じ込めはよく似ています。開けるための鍵はいつもその中に閉じ込められているんです。車なら修理業者を呼んで扉をこじ開ける。事件なら熊ちゃん、図面を。
Kumagai flipped over the whiteboard. On the back was a map of the Sonozaki premises made with magnets.
私もずーっとこの商売をやってます。勘には自信があるつもりですがね。退職金が欲しい方は私が10数える間に席を外してください。
Oishi began to count to 10, and everyone counted along with him. It was their famous 10-count resolution.
9、10。ああ、誰も出てかないよ。皆さん、ご家族はもっと大切にしてくださいよ。
Everybody laughed uproariously, cheering things up.
各自、手元の資料を確認。監視カメラの所在と資格を叩き込んでください。熊ちゃんは指揮者で待機。非常時は私に代わって指揮をお願いしますよ。小宮山君は突入 A 班、淳君は突入 B 班を指揮。監視班は1から8まで所定の位置で監視を。ボンチ君はタイムテーブルを厳守。署に怪しまれないようローテを管理してください。さて、待機中の班が一番大仕事ですよ。課長に私の所在を聞かれたらとぼけてください。ゲストのエスコート役は私がやります。きっと会場へ連れて行きますので、皆さん気長に待っててください。
落ちるっすかね、前原圭一は。
Okay.
私の見たところじゃ、明日明後日には行けそうですよ。
So is this before what happened in the last episode where he told me about Shion, or is this after that? Okay. There's something about bringing the guest, so I'm like, is that Keiichi or is that someone else? All right, back to the main story, the thing I've been looking forward to, so let's go.
ケイチ
放っておいてやれ。友達が行方不明になったんだ。気の毒にな。
Normally, my dad never shows me any consideration, but this time he did.
うちの圭一もしばらくの間学校を控えた方がいいんじゃないのか。警察が何とかするまで外出を控えた方が安全だと思うぞ。
そうね。もしもってことに比べたら学校を何日かお休みにするくらい。
Thank you. I was wondering about that. It's like my family just decided to go out of town and leave me alone after all of these disappearances. So thank you for showing some consideration, fam, instead of just taking off on me all the time.
それよりもこんな物騒な事態になったら学校なんか休校にするのが筋じゃないのか。まったく学校の先生方は人の子を何だと思ってるんだ。
Mom and Dad were getting pretty riled up, but at this point I couldn't care less. Besides, that wasn't the only thing I couldn't care less about. The breakfast table, the food in front of me, the time and date, myself, I really had no interest in anything. This feeling, it was like a dead fog in my mind. It felt like getting dizzy after taking strong medication.
圭一、学校の勉強はどうなんだ。圭一の方が進んでるくらいじゃないのか。もしそうならしばらくお休みしてもいいんだぞ。
I didn't even feel like answering. Today was Thursday. Only 4 days had passed since the Watanagashi festival. I wonder if did someone disappear yesterday? Because it was Rika and Sadako the day before that. And Shion was before that as well, so... Oh god, please don't let it be Rena. Such a short time, and yet now things were completely different. Everything had changed. The tranquil village, bright and clear as it were in Indian summer, had undergone a total reversal. People were made to disappear every night, and we couldn't even relax when walking out in broad daylight. The village had become a world of fear. I had no right to curse this outcome. After all, the one responsible for everything was me. That night, I couldn't resist my honestly tiny, little, and incredibly stupid curiosity and broke the taboo.
ここは入ってはいけないところなんだろう。やめようぜ。鍵がかかっているのを勝手に開けて押し入るなんて、たとえ物を盗まなくったって犯罪なんだぞ。
See, the thing is, like, even if Keiichi hadn't, like, even if he hadn't gone in, according to these rules right now, because he knew it was happening, but he didn't try to stop it, or, you know, he would have probably disappeared as well, right?
シオンだって、これが密会現場じゃないと分かったなら十分だろう。俺はこんなのには全然興味はないんだ。
And again, that is assuming this is a curse and not just someone picking people off for their own gain.
こんなところにいる間に、リカちゃんの演舞が終わっちゃったらどうするんだよ。
I prattled on as I took the lock from Tomitake-san's hands and put it back on the door. I'll forget everything I saw here, so come on. Let's go, let's go. Takano-san was fretting, but I pushed her away. Tomitake-san grinned painfully. Shion's shoulders drooped as if to call me an idiot. Man, I haven't seen her in so long. It's true, like, all the times I was talking to, well, her, quote-unquote, on the phone, it's just, like, I haven't actually seen her since Watanagashi. Even so, I didn't care. I pushed everyone farther and farther away. Rika-chan's dance was still going on. Then, at last, her dance was brought to a close with roaring applause. I, too, until my hands turned red. I clapped, and I clapped. Oh, I just feel so bad. Just that feeling of just regret and wishing you could go back and change things. Ding dong.
レナちゃんじゃない？いつもの時間だから迎えに来たんじゃない？
Oh, I hope it's her. Please let her be safe. I looked up at the clock. It was 5 minutes past my time to meet with Rena.
ケイチ、しばらく学校を休んだ方がいいんじゃないのか？
そうだね。気を使ってくれてありがとう。
I rose from my seat. I went to the entrance to greet Rena.
おはよう。
Okay, good, it is her. I was afraid it was going to be someone else, like Oishi.
今日から集団登校だから遅れちゃダメだよ。
Oh, that's right. If we, the ones farthest away, were to be late, the younger kids on the way there would be waiting for us.
俺さ、今日からしばらく休むこと
Oh
にする。
no, but I'm going to leave her by herself. She's going to disappear too, isn't she?
学校。
Aw, Rena's going to be by her. Even if she makes it to school, then she's going to be all by herself. Oh, I don't know. It's just like, Keiichi, you'd think he'd want to try and, you know, like, be in a group. But I guess his parents are staying home. But it's just like, safety in numbers, right? Rena answered shortly, nodding.
ケイイチ君が自分の体に一番優しい過ごし方を選ぶ。だから別に引け目を感じることなんかないと思うな。あ、それからこれ回覧板。お母様に渡しておいてくれるかな。いろいろ大事なお知らせがあるみたいだから。
I took the notice. There were a lot more pages than normal. The one on top announced the disappearance of the mayor, Rika-chan, and Sadako, and that they wanted any information about them. It made my heart ache.
警察も必死に探してくれてる。きっと見つかるから。待ってよ。ね。
Rena said, smiling in an attempt to give me courage. Rather than that, though, her smile looked like it was because she herself wanted to believe they were safe.
レナは俺を問い詰めないんだな。
うん。
レナは知ってるんだろう。俺があの晩
西宮殿に忍び込んだことかな。
I was speechless for a moment, but then I bit my lip, made up my mind, and nodded a little.
筒抜けなんだな。まったく悪いことはするもんじゃないよ。
みーちゃんはすごく怒ってたよ。
So she was upset. I suppose she would have been.
でもね、きっとみーちゃんが怒ってたのは忍び込んだことよりもそれを隠していたことだと思うの。
Or with me being with Shion instead.
圭一君は自分から言い出して謝らなくちゃいけなかったんじゃないかな。
I should have told her myself and apologized. That troubled me. Little late now, I think. Just 1 week ago. I did something that I myself should have apologized to Mion for. I'd hurt her badly. However, I hadn't realized that at all. Plus, with all the confusion that Shion's appearance had brought, I still hadn't been able to talk to Mion about it.
レナの言う通りだな。
Oh god, is he gonna go over and see Mion?
俺はいつもレナに教えられるまで何も気づかなくて。
圭一君、もしもだよ、もしも圭一君が悪いことをしたことをすぐに認めてみーちゃんに謝っていたら、リカちゃんとさとこちゃんはいなくならずに済んだのかな。
Whoa, Rena, what a thing to say. Jeez. That's twisting the knife. That seems so mean for Rena to say, like she knows that Keiichi feels guilty about that. I couldn't answer right away. I couldn't admit to that. Wasn't Rena telling me right now, though? That I should have admitted to my crime sooner. If I had done that and apologized, would things not have gone in such a horrible direction? Well, she's implying that Mion... Because I didn't apologize to Mion, that something happened to Rika and Sadako. Like, is Rena straight up saying, like, Mion is doing these things? And why would she be okay with that if that were true? Rena's eyes were filled with kindness, but they weren't naive enough to forgive me for keeping silent, and they stared fixedly into my own.
ああ、そうだ。
If I had admitted my crime sooner, then Rika-chan and Sadako wouldn't have had to die or disappear. Whoa! Whoa, okay. Hi. Smack. The palm of Rena's hand slapped me in the cheek. I stood there unmoving, my head still tilted in the direction I'd been hit. It didn't hurt at all. Damn.
誰も圭一君のことを叱らなかったと思う。
Damn, that made me jump a little.
だから私が代わりに圭一君を叱るね。
Please don't go demonic on me, Rena, please. You're the last one I have. I pressed a hand on my cheek, now warm with embarrassment, and quietly stared down at Rena's feet.
入ってはいけないところに勝手に入るのはとても悪いこと。それはわかる？
あ
返事ははいだよ、圭一君。
あ、はい。
そしてもっと悪いのは自分が悪いことをしたのを認めないこと。悪いことをするのはとてもいけないことだけど、それを認めて謝らないことはもっともっと悪いことなんだよ。
はい。僕が悪かったです。
For a few moments, Rena stared at me silently and intently, as if gauging my remorse. Then finally, the tension in her face softened, and she smiled.
じゃあもう時間だから私は行くよ。
あ
回覧板お母様に渡しておいてね。あと回覧板は暗くなったら持っていかないようにって注意付きだから。
I bent down to pick up the notice, which I dropped when she slapped me. The pages had come out of the clasp and were now making a mess on the floor. I gathered them up one by one. My hand stopped at a single, more light-hearted page, with peaceful sentences dancing on it. We still have plenty of homemade soy sauce in stock. Feel free to come to the Sonozaki house if you want some. How? Here we are. This, Shit. That was what I was guessing. That's what I said. Who else would Rika go to? Who else would she trust to go and stay? And then Sadako too, but Mion.
なんだこれ。
I picked up the page and scanned the rest of it. They were stockpiling high-quality soy sauce that they got from faraway relatives in the Akita prefecture. They had gotten a big shipment recently. They couldn't use it all, so they wanted anyone who wanted some of it to feel free to come over, is what it said. Does Rena not know? Does Rena not know this? Like, Rena must have read the notice. She must have seen the thing about the soy sauce. She must have put two and two together based on her, hypothesis for what happened that night. Does she suspect Mion, or is she just kind of like turning a blind eye to it? As a PS, it said it arrived in barrels, and to please bring a 2-liter bottle or other container for it. That's how it tied together.
醤油をもらいに行くなら園崎家か。レナ、
Come on, Rena, you must know, right?
お前ひょっとして知ってたんじゃ。
Rena, she was keeping that.
うん、
Rena.
知ってた。
Rena had already been suspicious of Mion as soon as she noticed that the big bottle of soy sauce was missing. Is she trying to protect Mion, or is she just like not wanting to believe it? Rika-chan had taken the bottle and gone to Mion's house, and there she was erased. Rika-chan wasn't coming back, so Sadako called Mion's house, and she knew where she had gone, and then Sadako got called there as well. That meeting on the day the mayor disappeared, didn't Oishi-san say that the 3 families participated in it? The 3 families would include the Sonozaki family. Didn't he also say the current leader was really old, so her heir Mion frequently stood in for her at public appearances? While the mayor was returning from the shrine, Mion called out and stopped him. She talked to him and invited him to their house, and then she made him disappear. It was probably even simpler to make Shion disappear. Shion was part of the Sonozaki family. They probably knew exactly what she was doing at all times. I'm sure they even knew her part-time job schedule too. Thinking back, wasn't that Angel Mars store managed by the Sonozaki family? Setting up an ambush for her there wouldn't have been any trouble at all.
俺
Oh no, he's going into the lion's den. Oh shit.
謝ってくるよ。もう全部終わりにしてもらう。
Oh god, it's like Heiichi knows. He knows he's going to his death, but he's just like, I just want this to be over with.
ミオンはきっと簡単には許してくれないだろうけど、もうこれ以上誰も犠牲にならないように頼んでくる。
With that decided, there was no need for me to be lazing around here. Oh god, I feel like this is coming to the end right now. I put on my shoes and slipped past Rena to exit the house. When she stopped me.
私も行くよ。
Oh no.
レナ、学校はいいのかよ。
学校なんかよりもっと大切な用事だよ。
Oh no.
レナは来るな。この上レナまで巻き込まれたら、俺は頭がどうにかなってしまうかもしれない。
Rena didn't move her arm, which was blocking my way.
圭一君までいなくなったら、私も頭がどうにかなってしまうかもしれない。だから、圭一君だけを行かせない。
Oh, that's a true friend right there. So different from the last chapter. Rena argued boldly as tears welled in her eyes. I saw them and I knew the strength of her resolve.
わかった。行こう。ありがとう、レナ。
Damn. Rena nodded slightly but firmly and finally let down the arm blocking me. Let's go. Is Rena, or maybe Rena's in on this and she like said that specific thing about you should go apologize, if you hadn't apologized to Mion, or if you had apologized to Mion, none of this would have happened, and maybe she kind of planted that seed in Keiichi's head that he needs to go over there and apologize, and she's bringing him there. Maybe she put that thing in on purpose about the soy sauce, and she put that idea about the soy sauce. Please, Rena, please, I want you to not be part of this. Please, I need one friend who I can depend on, even if you're gonna die. Oh no, this is bad. Let's go to Mion's house. I'll apologize for the crimes I've committed. Then we'll put an end to these twisted days. After that, I'll pray that once more we can return to those fun, lively days. I still don't understand why. Why would they sacrifice? Why would she, like, the mayor, I kind of understand. It's for, like, he's part of the... I mean, Rika too. Rika is the last of her family. And the mayor, it's like the whole thing about the families. But I just can't believe Mion would be so heartless as to sacrifice, like, a child, her friend, and Sadako. Sadako had nothing to do with this, and yet she got dragged into this too. Like, is Mion doing this just for, like, her family to get rid of the other families? Or is she doing this because she truly believes in the curse? And she believes that she has to sacrifice them. Anyway, sorry guys, I'll shut up. I'm just, like, flabbergasted right now. The idea that Mion actually could have done this. With Rena following me, I left the house. In front of the house, there was a car waiting. Oh, he's probably not going to be able to save me, but, like, if I had some backup, that would be nice. It was Oishi-san.
いやー、おはようございます。前原さん、それから龍宮さんも朝から羨ましいですね。
What a truly praiseworthy man he was, if he'd been lying in wait so early in the morning just to pressure me into talking. On this morning, though, maybe this was actually a good opportunity.
警察の方ですよね。
ありゃ、龍宮さんには名乗ってませんでしたっけ？これは失礼しました。私、沖宮署の大石と申します。どうぞよろしく。
大石さんに喋るのか？
うん。圭一君の罪は私の平手だけであがなえるけど、みーちゃんの罪はこの人たちにあがなってもらわなくちゃいけない。
Damn, okay. So Rena straight up, like, Mion's gotta pay for what she did, unless she's trying to lure Oishi as well for telling Keiichi about it. I want to believe, like, I can't help but be suspicious of everybody in this game, but I really truly want to believe that Rena is being sincere about, like, wanting to help and wanting Mion to be brought to justice. Pain and sadness. I looked down as those emotions built up in my heart.
大石さんにお話があります。
はてはて、どんなお話でしょうか？ここで立ち話します？それとも車の中でしますか？
車の中でします。
I only continued to look down weakly. All I could do was be thankful for how dependable Rena was. At Rena's urging, I revealed everything to Oishi-san. The latter, while making sure to throw in murmurs that he was paying attention every now and then, took notes. We continued that way for a while.
どうです。話したらなんだか胸がすっきりしたんじゃないですか？
Oishi-san asked this while scratching his head with his ballpoint pen. Of course I don't feel better. The price that had been paid up until now for me not owning up to my crimes had been so immense. But as long as that payment wasn't returned, the load on my chest could never be removed. His radio started to emit static.
はい、もしもし、大石です。
学校に先ほど欠席するとの連絡があったそうです。園崎家前は動きなし。標的はまだ邸内です。
はいはい、引き続き見張りお願いします。
了解しました。3号7号は先ほど応援が到着、起動しました。あと課長が大石さん探してるみたいっす。私のとこにも連絡がつき次第ってさっきから何回もうるさいっすけど、どうします？
ねはははは。答えに窮したら、実は居眠りしてて起こさないように言われてるとかごまかしといてください。
Bzzz, the radio grew silent.
いや、失礼。仕事の連絡でした。
今園崎家前は動きなしって言ってましたよね。
ありゃん、そんな風に聞こえちゃいました？そりゃ困ったな。秘密にしてくださいよ。課長から内定の許可はもらってないんですから。
Oishi-san had suspected Mion for a long time.
事情聴取も家宅捜査もとにかく何にも許可が下りないんですよ。園崎本家を守ろうという園崎家の防衛機能がガッキガキに作用しちゃってるらしくて、令状がなくちゃ私たち現行犯以外は何にも手出しできませんからね。
大石さんってひょっとして。
Rena's tone of voice alone was enough to make her spite clear as she stared at Oishi-san.
園崎家に踏み込めないものだから圭一君に踏み込ませようとしてたんじゃないですか？
レナ、それはどういう意味だ？
この人は私の想像通りならとても卑劣な人。
Man, it's so weird hearing Rena's voice so, like, sharp.
人聞きが悪いですね。でもお説は拝聴しますよ。
Oishi-san lit a cigarette and responded to Rena, wearing an expression implying he was calm and willing to let her comments slide.
あなたは令状が取れないけれどみーちゃんが怪しいとずっと狙いをつけていた。圭一君を焚きつけて園崎家へ向かわせようと企んだ。
Well, Rena's kind of doing the same thing, but I want to believe it's for a different reason. Like, she kind of nudged him along a little bit, being like, you should go and apologize.
そして圭一君に何かがあればそれを口実に踏み込むつもりだった。そうでしょう。
I only understood about half of what Rena was saying. I knew, however, that Oishi-san had been trying to use me.
その結果圭一君が襲われるかもしれないのに恥知らず。これが警察のやり方なの？
いやいや、こりゃとんだところに名探偵がいたもんです。
She is. She really should consider being a cop. Like, she is very sharp.
いやはやいやはや、あなたうちの試験受ける気ありません？刑事課配属の推薦状書いてあげてもいいですよ。
卑劣か。
Rena spoke quietly, her words dripping with hostility.
私もいろんな悪口を言われたもんですが、若いお嬢さんの短い一言が一番答えますよ。
でも結果として今日までみーちゃんを逮捕しなかったことには感謝しておきますね。
そりゃどうも。
Oishi-san seemed to be enjoying his exchange with Rena. The things this man thought were like a swamp. I could barely see past the surface. It reminded me again of how much I disliked him.
さて、その園崎美音さんの親友であらせられるお二人はこれからどうするつもりです？私が証拠固めを終えて令状が請求できるまでのんびり待っててくれるわけですかな？
そんなの待ちません。私たちが行ってみーちゃんを自首させます。
That's right. If she turned herself in rather than be arrested, she might get a lighter sentence. At this point, perhaps that was the only pity I could find in me to afford her.
さてさて、そんなにうまくいくでしょうかね。下手すりゃあなたたちも無事では済まないかもしれませんよ。
Oishi-san was measuring our resolve. So in a strong voice, I declared.
そんなのは覚悟の上です。
Oishi-san gave us an unpleasant, yet seemingly satisfied grin. It was then that I realized this man was trying to use us for his own convenience.
もし私たちに何かあったならそれを口実に踏み込んでください。犯人を取り逃がさないようにぐるりと取り囲んでくださるのが一番の希望なんですが。
竜宮さんは交渉も上手です。参りましたよ。降参です。
どういうことだよ。
警察の人がみーちゃんの家を包囲しておいてくれるならこれが万が一の時の保険になるの。万が一の時の。
Plus, it would be another way of pressuring Mion to give herself up, wouldn't it?
ああ、大石より熊ちゃんへ。大石より熊ちゃんへ。お友達が2人園崎家へ遊びに行きます。増援をかけられるよう準備だけよろしく願います。
Their altogether too short conversation implied that our questioning was already a part of their plans.
では参りましょうか。
Oh my god, this is so nerve-wracking.
お茶菓子でも買っていきます？
Neither Rena nor I went along with Oishi-san's stupid joke. Here we go. I feel like this is the end game right now. It's gotta be, right? I said I wanted to see Mion's house. I might soon come to regret that decision. Or that want. Oishi-san stopped the car at the place where we always wait for Mion. Come to think of it, I've never been to Mion's house before. I've only heard that it's right down this road.
お送りできるのはここまでです。情報では園崎本家は自宅周辺に監視カメラをかなり配置しているらしいんですよ。でもご安心を。何度か死角をついて突入できる位置に若いのが何人か待機してます。指向性マイクで中を伺ってますから、お二人が大きな悲鳴を上げてくださればすぐにわかりますよ。
絶対に説得しますから、自首を認めてくださいね。
In both our eyes was determination. It was the only method available to us for lightening the sins of our good friend. Oh, this is not gonna end all happy. Like, based on how the last chapter ended.
くれぐれも注意してください。今さら信じないでしょうが、できることならあなたたちに犠牲になってほしくないんですから。
本当に今更だな。
With that rude response, we left the car. The clinging humidity and voices of the cicadas greeted us. I'd never have expected this would be happening today.
行こう、ケイチ君。
Rena took the lead and began to walk. Down the road I'd never been.
レナはミオンの家には行ったことがあるんだよな。
何度もあるよ。とても大きな家でね。お庭なんか山が丸ごと入るくらいあるんだよ。松茸が取れるとかなんとかで、いつもは柵がしてあるんだけどね。
Big enough to fit a mountain. That was amazing. One of the three families controlling Hinamizawa and the head family of the Sonozaki clan. Perhaps there was something to be said about its magnitude. The path continued onward, level and uneventful. There were metal fences along its edges, and beyond them were woods with trees growing thickly. The fences were high. The tops of them bent inward, sticking out like sharp spears. Plus, there was a dangerous-looking barbed wire wrapped around them. No one could look at them and not feel intimidated. In addition, there were signboards hung up here and there along the fence. Private property of the Sonozaki family, entrance forbidden. Beware of venomous snakes. Active security cameras. Intruders will be charged an entry fee of 1 million yen.
この森、いや、山か。まるまる庭なのか。
庭というか領地だね。見ての通り私有地ではあるけど、手入れも何もしてないから散策ができるような気持ちいい森というわけでもないし。
She could say that again. It really did feel like a neglected, savage woodland. It was dark and damp, and certainly not a forest that made you want to go for a nice walk. Maybe that's just what happens when a landowner has too much land. Like Oishi-san said, there were security cameras hung up all over the place. Though they had been weathered by wind and rain, casting doubt as to whether they were even functional.
俺たちが来るの、ミオンはあれを通して見てるんだろうか。
見てないと思うな。だってみーちゃんの家は基本的におばあちゃんとみーちゃん本人の2人しか住んでないんだもの。カメラを見張ってる人がいないし。
What a useless security system.
みーちゃんのお父さんがいろいろ大変な人みたいでね。だから一族がみんなで集まるときにはちゃんと機能しているらしいよ。
That's right. Mion's father, he was a big shot yakuza, wasn't he? Rena smoothly danced around the answer as she explained. At last, a huge gate, as big as I imagined, appeared. Was she living by herself with her grandmother, in a house with such a grand gateway?
いるかな。
Beep. The old buzzer made a dull sound. Was it cut off in the middle and not getting to the house? We waited long enough without a response for me to start thinking like that. However, we finally heard footsteps walking through gravel on the other side of the gate. I nervously balled my hands, my palms now sweating into fists. There was the clang of a bolt being released, and the gate opened slightly. The person peeking out of the gap was none other than Mion.
こんな時間に珍しいね。二人とも学校は？
Mio didn't seem all that surprised at visitors arriving in the morning, which wasn't a normal time. In fact, she almost seemed relaxed, as if she knew we were coming beforehand.
学校は休んだよ。
Hopefully she didn't know because of Rena. Still not 100% sure.
ケイちゃんはともかくレナも二人とも不良なんだからな。
Mion smiled lightly in a way that the Mion we knew always did. I want to be like, take off your shirt, I want to see your back, do you have a tattoo? Are you the real Mion or are you Shion?
立ち話もなんでしょ。入りなよ。
She gestured for us to follow her. I hesitated for a moment, looking at Rena.
行こう。
Rena smiled cheerfully as if she were passing through the gate of a good friend's house, and then did just that. I rally myself and go through the gate too. All the talk too about like all the torture devices and stuff, I'm like, why do I have a feeling those are going to be used on Keiichi and possibly Rena? On the other side, it hadn't been maintained very well, but it was clear that the lot was magnificently wide. It wasn't quite what you'd think of when you hear a mansion, but it was very clearly a vast place.
ケイちゃんはうちに来るの初めてだったっけ？
ああ、でけえ家じゃねえか。
今時合掌造りなんて流行らないよ。観光資源にはなるかもしれないけどね。私は早くごくごく平均的な鉄筋コンクリートに建て替えてほしいと思ってるよ。
Mion dryly smiled as she said that, then closed the gate and relocked the heavy bolt.
気にしないで。最近は物騒だからね。日中でもこれくらいはしておかないと。
ああ、そうだな。
Maybe it was my imagination, but I thought I saw the hint of a shadow in her smile.
ではご案内申し上げます。どうぞこちらへ。
Mion bowed to us like a worker at a high-class hotel, then pivoted on her heel and began to walk. Rena gripped my stiffening arm lightly.
ケイチ君、硬くなりすぎかな。私たちはみーちゃんに会いに来たんだよ。そんなに緊張することはないんだから。
That's right. When I get nervous, I tend to let everything show on my face. I'll stop tensing up. Even if something were to happen, there were two of us. Oishi-san's subordinates were waiting outside the gate for us, too. There was nothing to worry about. After thinking about it that much, I realized my nervousness was already gone and laughed at myself.
なんだこりゃ。ミオン、この新聞紙の上に置いてある漬物石はなんだ？邪魔だぞ。
There was a pile of newspapers on the floor of the entrance, and there was a large rock on top of them. I didn't understand why something like that was here. Rena noticed me looking at it questioningly and giggled.
レナは知ってるのか？これはなんだ？何かのおまじないか？
ケイちゃんがよくわからないなら、それをどかしてそこに靴を脱いでもいいんだけど。
ケイチ君、その石の真上にね。
え？あ、本当だ。
人様の家なのにツバメが勝手に入ってきて巣を作ってるってわけ。
Oh, there's that nice music to lull me into a false sense of security.
代々語り継いでるのか。季節になると決まってここに巣を作るんだよ。迷惑してるんだけどね。
つまりね、そこはツバメの糞とかが落ちてきて危ないから靴を脱がないようにっていう目印なの。
I couldn't help but laugh at the silly contrivance. My laughter naturally spread to the other two.
園崎家も大昔養蚕とかやってたことがあるらしくてね。ご先祖様はツバメ退治に躍起になったそうだけどね。それを思うとこれはちょっと罰当たりなのかな。ま、上がって上がって。
The inside of the house wasn't very bright at all. It was dimly lit, in fact, but mysteriously, I could still feel an elegance to the place. Mion seemed to want a more modern building, but traditional houses like this aren't bad either.
冗談でしょ。隙間風は入るし、冬場は寒いし。人の家を勝手に文化財にして改築を妨害しないでもらいたいね。一番の理想はケイちゃんの家でしょ。あれは羨ましいよな。冬場は暖かそうだし。あ、でも雪下ろしは大変かもね。
雪下ろしは大変って、そんなに雪が降るのか？井戸は関東より南なくらいだろ？ここいらって暖かい土地なんじゃないのか？
圭一くん知らないの？ひなみ沢は豪雪地帯なんだよ。大雪が降るとみんな埋まっちゃうの。玄関なんか埋まっちゃう時もあるんだよ。止めた車が完全に埋まっちゃって見つからないことだってあるんだから。
I wasn't aware of that. Hinamizawa was that bad a place in the winter? Come to think of it, my dad, he said something like this place got plenty of snow so we could have fun building igloos. Still, your front door getting buried? Not being able to find your car? That's way too much snow. Oh man, it's just like this feels like old times again. We're just like talking about totally inconsequential things and
地理の授業で習ったでしょ。日本海側は大陸からの寒風がそのまま流れてくるからね。山脈で遮られてぬくぬくしてるような軟弱な太平洋側とはわけが違うんだから。
俺、軟弱でもぬくぬくでも何でもいい。寒いのは嫌だ。
これは今年の冬はケイちゃんを寒さに慣らすための強化合宿が必要だね。
嫌だ嫌だ、全力で嫌だ。
oh, why do I have a feeling Keiichi's not gonna live to see winter, so it's not really gonna matter.
寒いのは嫌いだ。強化合宿も嫌いだ。両方合わさったらもっと嫌いだ。
Mion laughed more uproariously than she ever had, then told us she'd bring out some tea and left her seat for the moment.
でもね、冬は冬で楽しいことがいっぱいあるんだよ。冬の部活もね、きっと。
冬の部活か。実に嫌な響きのある部活だぞ。
Yeah, and also down to, two people.
寒中水泳やら雪中行軍やら。ここはいつから八甲田山になったんだ。
確かに冬場の罰ゲームは辛いのが多いね。雪が降ってる校庭でリオのカーニバルをさせられたことある。
I see the terror of our club cared not for the season. Oh, I forgot all about the club. So sad. The victor would be decided by who could best adapt to the winter-only events.
雪合戦もやるし、かき氷の大食いとか雪中宝探しとか。
だからなんで外で遊ぶんだよ。雪が降ってんだから、ぬくぬくとお部屋でテーブルゲームで遊べばいいじゃないかよ。
圭一くん、そんなこと言ってると冬場はいっぱい負けちゃうかもね。圭一くん、罰ゲームいっぱいでレナは負けない。
はうじゃねえ。
I settled things with a cross chop to the head. It's like they forgot why they're here. They're being too good of actors right now.
盛り上がってるな。壁が薄いんだからぶち抜かないようにしてよね。
Why do I have a feeling that this tea has been laced with something I'm gonna end up passed out in a basement? Rena's gonna know. Rena will be fine. Rena will know. It'll be like the end of the first chapter where Rena and Mion were in on it. The paper sliding door opened and Mion returned with a pot and complete tea set.
お茶受けはごませんでいい？羊羹とか気の利いたものがなくて申し訳ないね。
あ、いいよいいよ。別にお茶を飲みに来たわけじゃないし。
Oh, here we go. Here we go. The music stopped. And with those words, the smile disappeared from Rena's face. Oh, she did it. That one careless statement reminded us of what we had nearly been able to forget. I had wanted to enjoy this peaceful time for a little longer, but we put an end to that with those honestly careless words. When she noticed the smile disappear from Rena's expression, Mion, too, changed hers. It was as if the cheerful air that was like a warm spring day until a moment ago had slipped through the cracks in the paper door, and altogether disappeared. There was no point in regretting it now. We did not come here today to chat and enjoy ourselves. Mion silently poured the tea. During that time, both Ren and I sat kneeling without uttering a word.
どうぞ召し上がれ。
We couldn't even mutter a word of acknowledgement at those natural words of courtesy.
毒なんか入ってないよ。
Mm-hmm.
そこまで信用ないかな。
The fact you have to say that, Mion.
心外だね。
Mion gave a bitter smile at that and let her shoulders droop. We all remained silent. We remained silent, hoping someone else would speak up first. That was, however, the one thing we didn't want to do, so we sat for a long time. At last, Mion smiled scornfully and opened her mouth to speak.
おいおい、ケイちゃんもレナも客はそっちなんだよ。用があって来たんじゃないの。そっちから切り出してくれなきゃおじさんも困っちゃうんだけどな。
Rena and I exchanged glances, and we both resigned ourselves. Rena opened her mouth to speak first, so I stopped her.
ケイチ君。
いいんだ。俺は来るべくして来たんだ。俺から喋らせてくれ。
うん。わかった。
ケイちゃんが私に何の話かな。お宅のお嬢さんを私にください。ダメだよ。うちのレナはケイちゃんとは釣り合わないね。味噌汁で顔を洗って出直しておいで。
Afterwards, I thought her mean remarks were Mion's own way of showing consideration. Mion had said those mean things in a totally normal voice, and it drained the tension from my shoulders.
ミオ、まず謝ることがある。
ケイちゃんが何を？
Mion pretended she didn't know what I was talking about, but I clearly gotten my point across.
綿流しの晩、俺は神社の祭具殿に入ったんだ。
I could see Mion's expression immediately become harder.
入ってはいけない場所だったのは知ってた。でもほんのちょっとした探検のつもりで悪気はなかったんだよ。でもいけないことだったんだよな。謝る。この通り。
To display my deepest sincerity, I pressed my forehead to the table. I'd meant it as my way of prostrating myself. I figured it wouldn't feel sincere enough if I raised my head right away, so I left it there on the table for a while. Mion didn't say anything. With my face down, I couldn't tell what sort of expression Mion had. Only the voices of the cicadas filled the room. Mixed with them, I could hear the sound of the clock ticking. That was all. When I started to struggle to breathe from having my head down for so long, Mion told me to stop.
参ったな。いきなり直球勝負で来るとは思わなかったよ。参った参った。
I looked up to see Mion's face was calm, but she was smiling faintly.
ケイちゃんにとっては面白半分の探検でも、それが笑い事では済まないと思ってる人たちも大勢いるってことをちょっとでも理解してくれたならそれでいいよ。郷に入りては郷に従えって昔から言うもんね。
あれからもう何日も経ってる。今更だとは思うが謝る。悪かった。許してくれ。
I could feel pitiful tears welling up within me. If I had done this sooner, maybe nothing terrible would have happened.
いいよ。ケイちゃんが悪いことをしたと思ったならそれでいいんじゃない？
But isn't that supposedly what the mayor said too? If you truly feel sorry for what you did, then you won't be punished. Mion spoke like it was someone else's problem, and I wasn't happy about it.
兄ちゃん、ケイチ君はちゃんと真面目に謝ってるんだよ。みーちゃんも真剣に答えてあげるべきじゃないのかな。
私は真剣だよ。レナには私が不真面目そうに見える。
見えるよ。
Rena was giving her tit for tat, so the room's atmosphere quickly began to grow sharper. She was right. Even though I came here to speak from the heart like this, it felt like she hasn't been taking this seriously. Obviously, Rena isn't fond of that.
ケイチ君、もういいよ。全部話そう。兄ちゃんもそれを望んでいるようだし。
I had known it would turn out like this from the beginning. Hadn't I come here prepared for that? I mustered my willpower and bit my lip.
ミオ、おとといリカちゃんとサトコを呼んだろ。
覚えはないけど そう思うに足る根拠があるなら聞かせてもらえる？
夕方過ぎのお夕食前の時間、リカちゃんが来たはずだよ。お醤油の大瓶を持ってお裾分けしてもらいに。
Mion was trying to keep from showing any reaction, but I didn't miss her eyelid twitching just a little bit.
どうしてそう思う？
そんなに難しい話じゃない。みーちゃんも見たでしょ、リカちゃんの部屋。
Mion put a finger to her forehead and acted like she was thinking.
冷ややっこがあるのにお醤油がなかった。そして流しの下にあるはずの醤油の大瓶も瓶ごとなかった。
何それ？それが私のとこへ来る理由になるわけ？
ミオ、いい加減にしろ。お前が自分で回覧板に書いたんじゃないか。醤油をお裾分けするって。
Mion scratched her head. I heard her ever so faintly click her tongue. It was as though we found out she'd purposely given too little change to a servant. That's all I could feel from her.
そしてみーちゃんはリカちゃんを隠してしまった。
What about Sadako too, right? And it's funny how, well, not really funny. Ren always talks about like, oh, Rika, Sadako, I'm going to take you home. Mion actually did. And what she did with them, I don't want to know. Rena hesitated for a moment. I could tell she didn't want us to use the word erased, and that she was struggling to find another word.
そして本当はそれで終わりのはずだったんだよね、みーちゃんにとっては。
そりゃあどういう意味かな？
リカちゃんがみーちゃんの家に行くことをさとこちゃんに言い残していたのは誤算だったんじゃないかな。
So Sadako was just collateral damage. That's all it was. Whoa.
そしてさとこちゃんはみーちゃんの家に電話をした。うちのリカがお邪魔してませんこと？うん、きっとこんな感じ。
似てる似てる。
みーちゃんはちょっとまずいと思ったんだよね。リカちゃんがここに来たことを知る人間がいたから。だからさとこちゃんも誘い出そうと思った。
誘い出す？へえ、どんな感じでかな？
Mion prodded Rena on as if trying to get to the good part of an interesting story. I, however, knew I'd been watching Mion change the whole time. She was restlessly twirling her fingers. She had clearly lost her calm. Of course, it was really a slight thing, and only I, who had been watching her this whole time, would have known. Mion was panicking. What Rena was saying must have been a bullseye.
きっとこんな感じだよ。さとこ、実は今日食事を作りすぎちゃったんだけど食べに来ない？リカちゃんは先に来てもう食べてるよ。こんな感じ。
Scratch. Mion's nails dug into her knee.
へえ、電話の内容の記録テープがあるわけでもないのに、どうしてそこまで？
冷蔵庫にさとこちゃんの作った2人分のお夕食が丸々手つかずでラップに包まれて入ってたから。
For a few moments, Mion's face was frozen in utter amazement. She looked like she couldn't believe that this person in front of her was Rena.
そんなことでどうやったら電話で喋った内容まで察しがついちゃうわけ？
Damn. Yeah, she's not even denying it anymore. She got it bang on.
長くなるから説明は省くけど。
Was she working with the cops the whole time? Did she... What? Whoa, 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 whoa.
冷蔵庫の中身がみーちゃんの呼び出した話の内容まで如実に物語っちゃってるの。
Okay, so she's just going based on circumstantial evidence, based on what she saw. But the fact that Mion said, like, you knew exactly what we said on the phone, I thought for a second maybe Rena was working with the cops and, like, they did have her phone tapped or something. Mion's jaw remained on the floor. That was the only way I could describe her face.
これは
I am so upset. Like, I knew Mion wasn't gonna be a good person in this chapter, but like she's my favorite character, and to see her like do these things, she actually did these things, I am horrified.
とんだ名探偵が身近にいたもんだよ。
Oh my god. I wanted to believe maybe it was Shion. And because I like Mion a lot.
まさか冷蔵庫の中身だけで電話の内容まで見破るとは。参ったな。参った参った。
As if a dam had burst, Mion convulsed into laughter. Her laughter, though, definitely didn't make us want to laugh as well. Mion grew tired of her dumb laughter, heaved a big sigh, and scratched her head. It almost seemed like Mion had lost a detective punishment game for the club or something, and her punishment had been decided. Oh, how fun that would have been if it were true.
とんだ名探偵か。みーちゃんこそ大石さんがした会話の内容までよく察しがつくね。大石さんも私のこととんだ名探偵って言ったもん。
Oh, did she have him tapped? As soon as she heard Oishi-san's name, Mion's eyes began to display panic more clearly, so that anyone would be able to tell.
ミオ、警察はもうとっくにお前を疑ってるんだ。この家も大石さんの部下が踏み込もうと今も様子を伺ってる。
Mion attempted to feign calm, but it looked like she was having a hard time with that. Part of her couldn't believe the police had her surrounded, and she closely examined Rena's facial expression. However, she couldn't detect a hint of falsehood. Finally, Mion seemed to accept the fact the police were encircling the house.
村長さんもみーちゃんが
富武さんと高野さんもミオンなのか？
Mion didn't answer our rapid-fire questions. I could clearly see impatience in her eyes, which were still feigning calm. I feel bad I admit I totally forgot about Tomitake and Takano. And last, Mion, who had been sitting there lazily, readjusted her cushion and sat herself upright. And then Shion, too. We gotta talk about Shion. At that moment, the atmosphere in the room changed completely. Mion's expression also changed. The impatience and wonderment in her expression disappeared, and she became so solemn you would think she was about to conduct a tea ceremony. I could sense it. It was now in this moment. Mion had ceased to be Mion, but had changed into Mion Sonozaki, the current heir to the Sonozaki house. That solemn atmosphere about her was clearly abnormal, and was entirely different from that of the Mion that I knew. Now I could believe it. Now I could believe that she was the young leader who commanded the entire Sonozaki clan. Mion quietly placed both her hands on the tatami mat and gave a beautifully elegant bow, as if this really was a tea ceremony, and named herself.
初めてご挨拶申し上げます。園崎本家当主跡継ぎミオンでございます。
Mion's movements were so elegant that they could cut, and we couldn't even answer her. It's so weird she's saying this is the first time you've met me. Like, everything before this friendliness, our friendship, all the times we had it was all an act. All Rena and I could do was watch, baffled at her actions, which we could never imagine the normal her doing.
本日はようこそ園崎本家においでくださいました。当主お涼に代わりまして皆様にご挨拶申し上げます。皆様におかれましてはいろいろお尋ねになりたいことがおありの様子。私にお話しできることでしたら包み隠さずお話ししたいと存じます。
What? What did Mion just say? Mion said she would answer anything we asked. There was a strong light of resolve in her eyes.
本当に何を尋ねてもいいんだな。
She's gonna be like, not like it's gonna matter because you guys are gonna die. So you might as well, if there's anything you want to know before then.
知る限りをお話しいたしましょう。
I wouldn't be surprised if the police were secretly, on her side and about to betray Oishi, or maybe Oishi's on it, a part of it too, and about to betray us.
皆様もそれを望んでここにいらしたのでしょうから。
Rena and I exchanged glances. She's gotta know that if we're working with the cops, we're probably wired, and we're gonna get all this, and she's basically confessing to everything. There was a mountain of things we wanted to ask Mion. However, we hesitated for a moment on what we should ask first. The first question Rena gave was extremely abstract, but it was the question everyone wanted to know right now.
どうしてこんなことを？
That was what I wanted to ask as well. Why would you do this? That didn't only go for Rika-chan and Sadako. It went for the mayor, Takano-san, and Tomitake-san as well. No, even further back, for all the incidents that had been occurring every year. For a little while, Mion couldn't respond. Right when we realized the question was too vague and tried to put it into more concrete terms, she finally opened her mouth to speak.
その問いに対する答えは少し長いものになります。それでもよろしければどうかご清聴いただきたく存じます。
She spoke clearly. She spoke with a clarity that a grandmother might use when telling a story from a long time ago.
hinamizawa村がかつて鬼ヶ淵村と呼ばれていたことをご存知ですか？
Rena nodded lightly, then shot me a glance, asking me if I did. I returned her nod. Hinamizawa was once called Onegafuchi Village, yes. I heard all about it that night from Takano-san in the ritual storehouse. They firmly believed the demon blood ran through their veins and cut off all contact with the outside world. They were worshipped by those in the villages at the foot of the mountains, and treated like transcendents, those capable of magic.
そうです。鬼ヶ淵村のご先祖様たちは鬼の血を引く誇り高き仙人たちでした。麓の村々の人たちは崇め、そして敬いました。ですがそういう空気も徳川の世が終わるとともに廃れていきました。
The black ships arrived. The era of the samurai ended. The era of national isolation ended. And the tradition of worshipping Onagafuchi village quickly disappeared. Those things that linger from the past were all about to be detested. Those things that linger from the past were all to be detested. That was the kind of era it became.
明治になり古い歴史を持つ鬼ヶ淵村の名称は一方的にhinamizawa村に改められてしまいました。古い因習を一掃しようとする明治政府の思惑が強く働いたのだと聞かされています。
The abolition of feudal domains and the establishment of prefectures. An era had begun seeing Japan sprinting up the stairs that were beyond their means to try and reach the same level as the rest of the world. All things in the Western style were to be extolled, while all old traditional things were to be scorned. That was the sort of era it was.
そういう時代の激変の中で滝壺に落ちていく花びらのようにあっという間に鬼ヶ淵村は消えてしまったのです。
At last, Japan, provoked by the great European powers colonizing countries in Asia one by one, began a policy to increase its wealth and military power so it could stand as the global power in its own right. Conscription began and they won war after war, the First Sino-Japanese War and the Russo-Japanese War, and until the Pacific War broke out. They recklessly climbed the staircase towards modernization.
この頃にはもう鬼ヶ淵村の不可侵性は失われていました。かつて仙人と崇められた村人たちは否認扱いを受け、神聖な鬼ヶ淵村はいつの間にか疫病患者の隔離集落の慣れの果てであるという根も葉もないレッテルを貼られ、苦難の時代を迎えることになったのでした。
Thus began harsh days where one would suffer unreasonable discrimination just because people knew one was from Onagafushi. The children in the village at the foot of the mountain were taught not to go near Hinamizawa because filthy germs were rampant there. Children who had come into contact with children in Hinamizawa would cry and wail as their parents purified the spot they were touched by rubbing salt on it. One of the adults said to the children that if you got lost in Hinamizawa, you would be kidnapped by demons, cut up into pieces and devoured. Never ever go near the terrifying village of the man-eating demons. That's what he taught them. Another said that during a famine long ago, the people of Hinamizawa gathered up all the corpses they discarded into the dry riverbeds, then cooked and ate them in order to survive. Groundless stories, but said in such seriousness. Baseless slander added to baseless slander, making Onagafuchi Village's historical, accurate, thrilling history all the more believable. Perhaps the chain of undue discrimination was a manifestation of the people's anxiety towards the uncertain times. Of course, the story didn't end with only the perspective of children. If anyone found out you were from Onagafuchi, you would be turned down from any job you applied for. People would even go back on engagements and marriage proposals. As for the marriages where one partner had lied about it, as soon as the truth got out, they were made to divorce.
裁判も起こしました。出身の問題は離婚する重要な理由にはなり得ないと訴えて、でも敗訴しました。出身の虚偽は結婚の上での重大な詐称行為にあたるのだそうで。
ひどいね。そんなの。
I've heard about such discrimination towards those in small villages in civics class. Just because others knew you were from a tiny hamlet, you would be subjected to every societal disadvantage there was, a modern form of bullying. Though I only memorized that because it was going to be on a test one time. I recall being suspicious about it and unable to believe such discrimination occurred in modern Japan.
まあ、自業自得と言えないこともないのかもしれません。私たちのご先祖様は自分たちに鬼の血が流れていることを誇りに思い自慢し、麓の人々を蔑んで暮らしてきたのですからね。その神秘性で麓の村人たちを怖がらせ、畏怖と貢ぎ物の献上を要求してきたのですから。
With that, Mion smiled for the first time, albeit in self-mockery.
太平洋戦争中は国民一丸のスローガンが流れながらも、Hinamizawa村の人々はさまざまな差別を受け続けました。数え出したらキリがないくらい、夫や息子を戦場に送り出し、15の女たちも心がすさんでいたのでしょうね。当時をよく覚えている祖母は、それは苦しい時代だったと回想しています。
Even that bitterly long war, however, finally ended in 1945.
多数の男手を失ったHinamizawaにも、ようやく父や夫、息子たちが戻ってまいりました。もちろん帰らぬ者も多かった。それでも男手がなく村を維持することにすら限界をきたしていたHinamizawaにとって、それはとても喜ばしいことでした。
MacArthur's GHQ set to work on drastically improving mindsets and strove for the abolition of unfair discrimination. They could feel day breaking on the dismal night that was the previous era.
廃村寸前だったHinamizawaをもう一度立て直そう、そういう機運が高まり、村人たちは村を少しでも豊かにするために働き始めました。
During that time, someone appeared who built up a fortune through a vast number of dealings in the black market. That was Mion's grandfather, the husband of the elderly current family leader, Sohei Sonozaki,
宗平は
or Sohei.
中国大陸に出兵し、ハルピンで食料倉庫の管理をしていたといい、撤退時に上官や仲間たちと共謀して軍の缶詰をごっそりと盗み出していたのでした。それを瀬戸内海某所に隠し、闇市で高値で売りさばいて大きな富を得たのです。
Sohei didn't spend that fortune for his own pleasure either. He entrusted the entire amount to his wife, the head of the Sonozaki house.
廃れたHinamizawaを復興させよう。村人すべては家族であり、この富は共有の財産である。現当主である祖母はそう宣言しました。この大きな富はその後のHinamizawaの復興の大きな力となったのです。
I see. With that, Hinamizawa came back to life, and that's how the Sonozaki family had established its current prosperity.
もちろん闇市で財を成したことを妬む人たちも大勢いましたが、もう村人は気にしなかった。
They succeeded at one business venture after another. Those who had succeeded freely supported those who followed them. The giant family of Hinamizawa, tied together with strong bonds, kept on expanding its influence. The Sonozaki family, the center of everything, would be extolled for a long time as the minds behind Hinamizawa's revitalization.
その活躍の中心人物が みーちゃんのおばあちゃんなんだね。すごいよね。大活躍。
Rena, will you stop smiling? Mion still killed like 6 people. Like, at least. That's not including like everybody from the years beforehand. They've killed a lot of people. Mion looked like she was honestly happy Rena had praised her.
ですが昭和30年頃にまたしても逆風が吹き始めます。それが缶詰疑惑でした。
Canned flesh. It sounded so hideous that just hearing it made me nauseous.
祖父園崎宗平の上官だったと名乗る男が告白したのです。彼の調達した缶詰は実は食材を用いたものではなかったのだと。
Hinamizawa, a village in which demons lived and ate humans. They were just about to wipe away that cursed stigma. The light they had finally started to see in their peaceful lives grew hazy and disappeared. A shocking truth, as revealed by his former superior. The stolen provisions from the old Japanese armory that had been a huge cornerstone for Hinamizawa's revival had been canned human flesh. Why were there cans like that? Wasn't Sohei just the manager of food warehouses? His superior revealed that Sohei Sonozaki did not have the job of managing the food. In reality, Sohei's job during the war had been to exterminate pestilent mice and to transport the corpses of those with infectious diseases. It had been unfair treatment, and all because of the lowliness of his origins. As a result, though, he returned safely without having been sent to the front lines or being detained. Perhaps that was the only fortunate thing to happen to him. Finally, Sohei was enlisted as an assistant at a military medical institution. There, however, he found something even worse than the low-scorned, depressing customs of Onagafuchi village, in the research they were carrying out. Could that have been, well, you know, the bacteriological core in the old Japanese army or whatever? Oh, that's weird. I was like, I hope we're going to be getting the voice acting back. It just kind of stopped completely. Keiichi-kun, you've heard of that? What could it be? I was pretty sure. Oh my god, I brought up Unit 731 in one of the episodes, I think back when they actually went to the warehouse. Oh my gosh. Pretty sure it was Unit 731. It was a nightmare unit that devoted itself to researching terrifying bacteriological weapons to break the deadlock in the war. What a coincidence that I was talking about that in this playthrough. How did there's no way I could have ever thought it would come back to this way where it would turn into canned flesh. They used so many innocent people as fodder for horrible human experiments. They methodically observed how many days a new strain would take to kill the victims, how many days it would be when injected, how many days it would be when swallowed. They dissected many people to find that out. Sometimes they wouldn't bother waiting until they were dead and dissected them while they were still alive. They would strap them into centrifuges while still alive and crush them in decompression chambers while still alive. When a live human decompresses, all the holes in their body get pushed outwards, and their intestines get pushed out of their anus like a snake winding out of it. I have a feeling I saw something like that on a documentary one time. Yeah, it is rough. I've listened to some podcasts and done some research about it. It's not happy times for sure. That makes me sick. And they still hate Hinamizawa. Hinamizawa, huh? You said it. Mion agreed with me, giving a faint, sad smile. It wasn't much in the way of communication, but for some reason I was happy to have it right now.
宗平がいた部隊はより現実的で温情的な研究をしていました。それは戦地での困難な食料調達に関する具体的な手法の研究でした。
The military's designs at the start of the war completely fell apart, and a chronic food shortage broke out all over the battlefront. The food shortage led to malnutrition, and as their natural resistance lowered, the soldiers fell to one disease after another. Spirit and morale lowered as well. They wouldn't be able to maintain their forces at this rate. Apparently, that's where the research started. At first, it was to find methods of delivering food to battlefields. It was very broad and included things from violent methods like stealing it from citizens to survival methods like how to cook unfamiliar insects in plant life. As they were working out the details, they kept straying off course and going out of control, until finally they knocked down the door called taboo.
戦場で一番入手しやすいタンパク源は何だと思います？
Rena and I knew the answer without being told, so we didn't answer.
そう。彼らは通常は食しないものを食材として扱う方法を研究していたのです。彼らは時には敵の、時には望まぬ食物をハンデでも戦い抜くことが国に報いる究極の方針になる、そういう競技を大真面目に組み上げていったのです。滑稽な話ですね。祖父を過去のことで蔑んでおきながら、自分たちはさらにその上を言っていたのですから。祖父はいつも思っていたそうです。たとえ世間の噂がどうあれ、彼らはそれよりもはるかに醜い鬼なんだと。だからいくら蔑まれたってちっとも答えないと。
At last, they had a handful of test prototypes. When the soldiers learned it was human flesh, however, the scientists couldn't make anyone eat it. So it was apparently sent to the front lines. The cans were labeled meat substitutes, so that they wouldn't accidentally eat it themselves. They stamped the bottoms with a circle.
お腹を空かせた前線の兵隊さんにはどの試作品もとても好評だったそうです。中でも醤油で煮たすき焼き風のものが一番好評だったそうで。
もうやめてよ、みーちゃん。気分が悪くなってきた。
Rena really was pale-faced, and she looked like she was having difficulty continuing to sit on her knees. Mion looked like she had more to say, but she sighed lightly and stopped there.
じゃあそのミオンのじいさんが持ち帰ったという缶詰は？
真偽は分かりません。晩年まで僧兵は世間の風評を否定し続けました。ですがひなみ沢の急激な復興を妬む人々はその疑惑を真実のように面白おかしく書き立て、村人をまたしても蔑み始めたのです。また子供たちが生やし立てられ、石を投げつけられる時代に戻ってしまったのです。
A stifling silence came back. What a seriously hopeless and sad story it was. They discriminated, were discriminated against, discriminated, and were discriminated against. Why must they attach worth and rank to it? Why can't they live without looking down on people? Why can't everyone enjoy life together? I didn't know.
当主である祖母はある時村の子供たちにこう言いました。
If they throw a stone at one of you, then two of you must throw stones back. The children asked her, "What if they threw stones at two of us?" Of course, the answer was simple.
2人に石を投げられたら4人で石を、8人に棒で覆われたら16人で追い返し、30人に中傷されたなら60人で怒鳴り返せと。
Finally, the children asked, "What if we're attacked by 1,000 people?" Even that answer was simple.
1000人に襲われたならひなみ沢の全員で立ち向かいなさいと。それは決起を促す劇のようですらありました。祖母は園崎本家当主としてだけでなくひなみ沢の母太郎として立ち上がったのです。
It was halfway through 1955. It was a time when riots over the treaty with the U.S. were rampant, a time of battle and action. The people of Hinamizawa joined together and fought, treating unfair discrimination towards one as a crime against them all. It didn't matter whether that one was a child or an adult. If they heard that a child had been told off, then everyone would crowd the house of the perpetrator, acting as a whole. They heard an adult had been treated unfairly. Men and women, young and old, would all band together and stand up against it. If you meddled with people from Hinamizawa, you would be in trouble. They probably figured that they could make others think that they'd win.
ケイちゃんも町で不良に絡まれたと。
That's exactly what I was
たくさん
thinking
の人
about.
たちに助けられたのを思い出しませんか？
I recalled how much of an impression it had left on me. That the people of Hinamizawa boldly came to my rescue, yet the people of Okinomiya averted their eyes so they wouldn't get involved.
祖母が戦い、両親がそれを引き継ぎ、ようやくひなみ沢にも平和が戻った。もっとも その平和もとても薄い川の上に乗ったものです。この100年の歴史を見れば、今の平穏など揺れ返す天秤のたまたまの狭間としか言えないでしょう。
どうして？
Could I really have an opinion on such a long and difficult history when I hadn't moved here more than a year ago? Yet I said it anyway.
どうしてみんなで仲良く暮らし合えないんだよ。高野さんに聞いたお社様の昔話はどうなったんだよ。
Man and demon joined hands and lived together in harmony. Didn't Oyashiro-sama remain in this world to watch over that?
おとぎ話です。人と鬼は実在しても、それを調停するお社様は実在しなかったということです。
それでお社様のたたりを起こすことになったの。
A cool gust of wind blows in from outside, fluttering Mion's long, beautifully clear hair. Mion kept her refreshing smile without answering, and didn't even change her expression, but even that became a silent answer.
南沢村を再び鬼ヶ淵村のように崇められるに足る神聖な存在に、それが我ら鬼ヶ淵村の末裔の悲願であり、園崎本家の鬼を継ぐ者の宿命なのです。
Oh, she's got the tattoo, right? She's the demon, so she has to continue on with the tradition?
鬼を継ぐ者？
我が園崎本家は代々当主の名に鬼の一字を加える習慣があるのです。私の名前を手のひらにでも書いていただ
Oh,
ければ
that's right, yeah, her name.
一目瞭然かと。
I want to see if she's got the tattoo, though. I trace out the word Mion on the palm of my hand. Oh, she's right. The character for demon is in there.
名前だけではありませんよ。この体にも
Yeah!
鬼が刻まれているのです。
When she said that, she quietly rose and... I feel bad, like, I know a bunch of people died and stuff. I'm like, I want to see the tattoo. Began to lay her hand on her clothing.
いいよみーちゃん、見せる必要なんて
No, I want to see it.
全然ない。
I want to see it.
ありがとう。
Ah. With just that exchange, I guess what she meant. Most likely, somewhere on her body, there was a permanent seal such as a tattoo or marking that proved she inherited the demon. Mio didn't sit back down. She smoothly opened the paper door onto the porch. A refreshing breeze began to cleanse the damp air filling the room. Mio quietly gazed out the wide yard for quite a while. On her shoulders was something I could never imagine the normal Mio carrying. It was the heavy, truly heavy history of Hinamizawa, no, of Onagafuchi, weighing down on them. What kind of words could I possibly say to a Mion like that? Rena wasn't saying anything to her either. Only the voices of the cicadas drowned out the silence. And last, after a long period of nothing, Mion murmured,
この5年間の連続事件ね。私が直接関わったものもあるし、間接的に関わったものもある。いくつかは園崎家だけでなく、他の御三家の君吉家や古出家が関わっているものもあるけど。
Oh, damn!
その全ての中心に私がいたと思う。
So they were all kind of in on it. She said it all without turning around with her back to us. At some point, her tone of voice had gone back to being the Mion we knew.
私は自分のしたことには信念を持ってるし、あるとすれば、私の後継ぎも決まらないうちに舞台を退かねばならないことくらいかな。私を捕まえて、それで法治国家の体裁が整うなら、それも時代の流れかなって。この100年で一番平和な雛見沢を見ながら引退できるのは、ひょっとすると歴代の園崎家の当主で一番の幸せなのかもしれないし。
My thing is, why so many this year, though? Usually it was just 2. This year it was 5. 5 people died. I guess it was, the whole thing, like, it was Rika's fault because she wanted to change the lock, and then the mayor agreed and had the lock changed, and because of that we snuck in, so we're all culpable for it. Mion leaned a shoulder against the paper door, then slid down and flopped on the ground. It was an act of such resignation that just seeing it made me hurt inside. The numerous terrible crimes Mion had been a part of suddenly began to fade from my mind. Keiichi, remember, you're still on the hook, like you're the last one left. Mion, I don't care what happens after this. Like, Mion's probably gonna be like, well, before I go, whatever happens to me, I have to kill Keiichi. I have to kill everybody who went into the storehouse. Can't you just try to struggle as much as you can? Try to run away? As soon as I began to think that way, Rena's ringing voice filled the room.
でもみーちゃんはリカちゃんとサトコちゃんを殺したんだよね。
I still can't get over that. Like, little girls, our friends. The sharp points of her words stabbed into my chest despite not being directed at me.
他の人のことは殺してもいいとも言わないよ。でもとにかくみーちゃんはリカちゃんとサトコちゃんを殺した。
Rena's words were more biting than any I'd ever heard. Even now that we knew all the heavy history pressing on Mion's shoulders, she had criticized her for killing our friends.
私が園崎家の役目を負うように、リカちゃんだって古出家の役目を負っていた。その役目が
Yep,
西宮殿を守ることだった。
that's why Mion did it. She failed in her job and she had to be punished for it. And once again, poor Sadako, she was just caught up in all of this. Just because she knew that Rika went to Mion's house and she was basically like a witness and she had to be taken out. My chest tightened.
去年あたりからリカちゃんが言ってたのは知ってたんだよ。西宮殿の勘抜きが重くて辛い。もっと簡単な鍵に付け替えたいって。先代の神主さんでも重いと嘆いてた代物だからね。リカちゃんに辛いのは重々承知だった。
僕がちゃんと番をしますですから、もっと軽い鍵に変えてほしいなのです。
Oh, hearing Rika's little voice again. Just knowing she's dead, I was kind of hoping against hope maybe they were okay. I replied on behalf of the Sonozaki family leader. Ever since the string of freak death incidents, there seem to be people who are insolent towards Oyashiro-sama, so you shouldn't replace the lock with a simpler one. That said, the leader of the Kimiyoshi family, Old Man Kimiyoshi, If it's that difficult for you, Rika-chan, then I think it's okay to replace the lock, he said. The very fact that it was locked with a key was an indication of it being somewhere you mustn't enter. There's nobody bad enough to break through and go inside, he said. Even if we were alike as leaders, I couldn't find it in me to argue with Old Man Kimiyoshi, since I owed him so much. In the end, we decided to change out the lock on the storehouse, and switched it to a really cheap and light padlock.
おじいちゃん、本当に大丈夫なんですか？バッチャもできることなら鍵は前のままの方が良かったと言ってます。
大丈夫だよ。心配性だな。何かあったらおじいちゃんがちゃんと責任を取ってあげるから。
本当ですね。君吉家の当主として責任を取られるという意味ですね。おじいちゃんもこの中に収められているものがどれだけ神聖なものかよくご存知のはず。
大丈夫なのですよ。このひなみ沢に鍵を開けて勝手に入ってしまう悪い
and the
猫さんはいま
cats.
せんなのです。にゃーにゃー。
Oh, Rika. Oh, Keiichi. Sobs escaped from my mouth. Something hot and wet dripped down in spades and fell onto the tatami mat.
西宮殿に賊が忍び込んだという話は渡長市の祭りの最中にもう私の耳に入っていました。賊は4人。その日のうちに手が下されることになりました。同時に西宮殿に賊を許した古出家のリカちゃんと君吉家のおじいちゃんも責任を問わなければならなくなってしまった。
My tears dripped and dropped. Dripped and dropped. I wonder if Rika knew. I wonder if Rika knew by, like, going to Mion that she was going to be killed. Because it was like Mion said, you have to take responsibility. If someone breaks in to the warehouse, it's on you. It's on the mayor, it's on you if something happens. So maybe Rika went to, like, go and try and talk to Mion saying, like, you know, can you spare Keiichi? Until just now, I decided it was Mion's fault that she killed Rika-chan and the others. Well, it kind of is. That was wrong. The one who killed them wasn't Mion. It was me.
俺が殺したも当然なんだ。
圭一君。
I had a chance to stop this tragedy from happening, and yet, I didn't. Cheap curiosity got the better of me, and I didn't. If at the time I had stopped us from sneaking into the ritual house, Rika-chan and the others wouldn't have had to die. If I had, then nothing would have happened. We would be spending our days having lots of fun, like we always did.
俺がバカだった。
If by shedding tears I could take it all back, then I would have filled up the room with them. However, such a meager act wouldn't be enough to redeem myself for the crime I've committed.
ケイちゃんは何も悪くないよ。
Mion gently began to speak to me, as if trying to reason with me.
私は園崎家の当主として手を下さなければならなかったけど。
Keiichi, by that logic, he has to be punished, and also, isn't Rena gonna be like Sadako, where it's like she knows the truth, so now she has to die too?
園崎家の歴史なんか今にして思えば大したものじゃない。そんなもの全部投げ出しても私は仲間を救うべきだったのかもしれない。私がそんなものに屈したからあの二人を殺してしまった。それは他でもない私園崎ミオンが殺したということ。
Okay, well at least Mion's admitting that much.
私には踏みとどまる100億の瞬間があった。でも踏みとどまらなかった。安易に自らの役割に屈し仲間のために戦うことを放棄してしまった。だからこれは私の罪。私が殺した園崎ミオンがこの手で殺してしまった。それは何ら変わらない。何も。
Her masochistic laughter was sad, especially because Mion boasted in club that she would turn the tables on whatever predicaments presented themselves. It was so painful.
でもみーちゃんは自分の意志で一人だけ救ったんだね。
え？
As I looked at her surprised, Rena stuck her finger right at my forehead.
圭一君だけを。
She's like, no, I was saving him for last to make him suffer as much as possible. Like, that was not an act of mercy.
こんなにも強い力を持つみーちゃんなら造作もなかったろうに。
Is it because she was in love with him?
でも殺さなかったんだよね。
That's right. Mion was so cunning nobody could stand up to her, even in our club. If she had seriously tried to kill me, I would have been dealt with on the very first night. So many people had been sacrificed, but I was always left out in the cold. When did I first realize it? Even though people were disappearing one after the other, for some reason, I had this vague belief that only I would be left alive.
さてどうして殺さなかったのかね。鬼の私には見当もつかないわ。ミオンの方に殺したくない都合でもあったんじゃないの？
Now she's talking like, once again, she's talking as if she's two different people.
それはどういう意味だよ。
Shh. Mion put a finger to her lips to say Rena didn't need to talk.
大石は外で待ってんの？逃げ場は？
ない。ぐるっと囲んでるって言ってた。無線でたくさんの車が来てるみたいだったよ。みーちゃん家の広い敷地を全部囲んでると思う。
Mion fell silent. Rena's merciless words felt cruel. But they weren't meant to be. Maybe they were trying to lessen her good friend's pain, if only by a little. Maybe they were considerate, like she was trying to help.
自首しよう。
Mion didn't open her mouth, but she smiled just a little.
私たちも一緒に行くよ。親友を一人きりになんか絶対にしない。
泣くことレナには勝てないわ。
She rose, scratching her head. Her face had returned entirely to that of the usual Mion.
自分で自分の罪 どのくらいになるかよくわかってる。たとえ自首が認められても、多分もうここに帰ってくることもないと思う。
I couldn't say anything. The number of deaths Mion was involved in was just too large. So much so that maybe recommending she turn herself in was in a way extremely cruel.
だから最後にわがままを聞いてほしいな。
何かな。
30分でいいからケイちゃんと二人きりにしてほしい。
No, 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 it's gonna go bad. It was going, I wouldn't say sweet, but like she seemed remorseful and no, she's probably gonna kill me and then she's gonna kill herself. Huh? My name suddenly came up and it looked like I was the only one surprised about that.
ケイチ君、どうかな。
No, 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 this is when I want a choice. Can I have a choice? No?
ケイチ君が嫌なら無理にとは言えない。
Oh dear, oh dear. I was like, maybe this episode might end kind of like melancholy, where it's like, yes, you know, Mion is probably gonna go to jail for the rest of her life, but at least Keiichi and Rena are gonna be alive, and someone's gonna make it out here alive, but I don't think so.
そうだね。嫌ならそれでもいいよ。私は鬼だもの。ケイちゃんはよそから引っ越してきた正真正銘の人間。相入れることなんてお社様が実在して仲介してくれない限り絶対にない。
There was no reason for me to hesitate. Yes, there's a lot. There's a lot of reasons. Mion had been engulfed by heavy, unopposable tradition. Right now, the duty of handling this had fallen to me and me alone. In fact, with me cornered, it would have been okay for her to blame me. It's like she's saying she's bound by tradition, so she's like, by tradition, I've got to kill you. You're the only one left. However, Mion didn't say one word of blame. Far from it, I was guilty of the same crime, and she let me go. Amidst the fate she could not oppose, she saved me alone. I didn't know whether I should be thankful for that. Thinking upon it now, I didn't know how much easier it would be if I were to be granted the same punishment as Rika-chan and the others. The only thing I knew for sure was that I had an equal duty to bear, the sins that Mion shouldered. So when it came to Mion's last request, there was no reason for me to hesitate. Oh, God. Oh, maybe Keiichi, maybe deep down he wants to be punished. Maybe he wants to be killed because he can't live with the guilt. But I don't want him to die. I want him to make it out alive at least in one of these chapters.
いいぜ。
ありがとう。
私からもありがとうを言うよ、ケイチ君。
Rena stood up. It looked like she would keep her promise with Mion and leave.
あ、いいよレナ。ここで待っててくれれば。ケイちゃんとは庭をぐるりと回りたいだけだから。
Oh no. Rena's gonna die too, isn't she?
退屈だったら私の部屋へ行けばいい。漫画とか好きに読んでていいよ。
Rena, run, get out of there, get back to the cops.
なんだったらお気に入りの単行本丸ごと持ってってもいい。
Mion's not gonna just give herself up to the cops. She's stronger than that. She's probably gonna take her own life.
嫌だよ。みーちゃんの本はみーちゃんのものだもの。勝手にレナの家に持って帰れない。
あんたはこんな時に限っていい子なんだから。
Mion took Rena's head and rubbed it violently, like I always did.
じゃあ行こう、ケイちゃん。
I began to walk after Mion, who was headed for the hallway, when Rena silently stopped me.
みーちゃんもよろしくね。
ああ。
みーちゃん、もう二度と帰ってこれないって確信してる。
I didn't know how much about laws, but with as many deaths as she'd been involved in, the chances of her escaping a heavy punishment seemed non-existent.
みーちゃんが短気を起こさないように
No.
見張ってね。
No pressure. No pressure. Mio might not surrender herself to justice, so I might have to put an end to it myself. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh gosh, am I gonna have to kill again? Rena had already thought that far ahead.
そんなこと絶対にさせないから。
I don't have my baseball bat, though. This could be a problem. Rena rubbed at her tears, which had fallen without me noticing them.
じゃあ言ってあげて。
I nodded and followed Mion, who had disappeared out the front door. I am so curious about how this is going to end. I could clearly hear Rena sobbing from the other side of the paper door.
どうしてみーちゃんは鬼なんか継がされちゃったんだろうね。それは仕方のないことだったんだろうね。でもあんまりにもかわいそうだよね。
Something hot burned down my cheeks. They were my tears. I fiercely wiped them away. This was the last of my time I could offer to Mion, so I absolutely didn't want to let her see my tears during it. Mion was already waiting outside the front door. Oh my god. How is this gonna end? I put on my shoes, tapped my toes against the floor a few times, then left, and Mion timidly came over. Why is she turning all red at a time like this? I still find it weird that they haven't mentioned Shion at all. Like, Mion admitted to killing the mayor and Rika and Sadako and, you know, all the other people beforehand, but there has been no mention of Shion. There's still something in the back of my mind telling me this is Shion and she's maybe killed Mion and taken over as her, and maybe that's why she was so able, like so much more able to kill Rika and Sadako, because she didn't have that friendship, that connection like Mion did. I'm still not 100% convinced this is Mion. Maybe it's because Mion's my favorite character and I want to like preserve her, you know, her character, and I don't want to believe she's done these things, but
腕組んでもいいかな。
it was such a modest request. Oh man, I'm wondering, maybe it is Shion. That sounds like a Shion thing to say.
別に構わないぞ。
Oh, hi. With my permission, her face lit up with glee, like a child being given a toy, and took my arm. And the other thing, too, is, like, if this was Shion, you know, it would be, like, she could, you know, Shion, quote-unquote, disappeared, because everybody knows that she went to the storehouse, and she's supposed to disappear. She's supposed to be demoned away, and that's part of what's supposed to happen with the curse. So it'd be easy for her to just hide out. She knows that Mion is basically living by herself. She would know that the security cameras don't work all the time. She'd be able to sneak back in here, and they'd let her in because she's family, and then she just kills Mion, and she just takes over as her. Plus, we never saw the tattoo, right? We never actually saw it, so we can't say for sure this is Mion.
私に腕を組まれたらなんだか緊張しちゃわない？
That's what Shion said, right? During the date.
例えば急に関節技を決められちゃうんじゃないかななんて思ったりとか。
Oh my god, this is so her, isn't it? This is Shion.
姉妹揃って同じことを言うんだな。思わないよ。全然。
I'm convinced. I'm convinced. Back when nothing had gone wrong yet. During those nostalgic days of the bustling commotion at Angel Mall. I counted back and was amazed. It had only been 1 week ago. I had been arm in arm with Shion then, too. Linking arms with Mion like this really reminded me that they were twins. How much strength they put into it, the sensation of their arms, their warmth, the blood flowing. I could feel the living sensations were all exactly the same. Oh my gosh, I'm so convinced. Shion, she used the opportunity, she used the curse to slip away and kill Mion and take over as her so she could be the new heir. There's a whole thing about the fact that they were treated differently and Shion was basically pushed aside. And they always talk about how cunning she is.
シオンもケイちゃんのことが好きだったみたい。
This is her. I'm convinced this is Shion.
そうなんだ。
If this were a regular conversation, I might have jumped back red in the face. And maybe this is why Shion also, you know, kept him alive, is because she has feelings for him. Right now, though, no matter what I heard, my mind remained at peace.
ミオンとシオンは仲は良かったんだろ？
さあどうかな。ケイちゃんは 自分の右手と左手は仲がいいと思う？
え？右手と左手？それは仲がいいとか悪いとか、そういう言い方で例えるものじゃないな。
そういう関係だから。仲がいいとか悪いとか、そういう尺度では測れない関係。
That didn't sound like it meant that they got along really well.
例えば、利き腕というものがあるように、右手と左手には間違いなく優劣の違いがある。
And talking about Mion's the dominant, so she's the better one. She's the one that everybody put all of their attention onto.
もしも鍋つかみが片方しかなかったら、迷うことなく利き腕にするでしょ？そういう差はあったんじゃないかと思う。だからといって、左手がなくなったっていいなんて思う人は誰もいないはず。そんな、よくわからない関係だね。
多分、それは近くにいすぎるから見えなくなっているだけで、きっととても仲のいいことなんだと思う。俺は一人っ子だから、祭りの前日、ミオンとシオンが二人してじゃれ合っているのを、すごく羨ましいと思った。
ないものねだりじゃないの？双子なんて、昔は人をからかったりして、そこそこに面白かったけど、こうして互いがはっきりと異なる個性を持った今では、かえって邪魔なだけ。
Were they cursed or were they self-conscious? The relationship was hard to understand for an outsider. Maybe that wasn't an issue someone like me should intrude on. Just staying silent and nodding gently was the best way to advance the conversation. Mion passed through the wide yard and invited me into the big desolate forest we'd seen on the way in. Oh no, no, she's dragging him further and further away. Oh, he's so dead. Such a big forest was part of their property, so I couldn't help but feel small.
でかい森だな。子供の頃はいい遊び場だったんじゃないのか？
Mion seemed to be silently reminiscing. I couldn't look into her mind, but she was probably thinking back to those fun days when they played as sisters without any antagonism. Every time the wind blew, it caressed the treetops and the leaves, making a swishing, murmuring sound. Mion remained silent for a long time, thinking back on her younger sister, whom she had gotten rid of with her own hands. Oh, well, I don't know. There was no need for me to get a word in. Just walking like this, arm in arm, was enough. Mion suddenly stopped and turned.
シオンは、まだ生きてる。
Oh my god, was I right? Was I right?
本当か？
Mion took a hard look into my eyes and nodded quietly.
誰よりもむごたらしい死に方をさせてやろうと、
Oh my
ずっ
god!
と考えて閉じ込めておいたけど、
What?
今日まで、その方法はとうとう思いつかなかった。
Oh my god. Okay, that's not the way I thought it was gonna go. And also Mion, what the hell? Mion sounded as though she hated Shion, but also, deep down, she didn't completely detest her. So I took my other hand and wrestled Mion's hair with it. Keiichi, what? Like, are you okay with what she just said? Like, is she joking? Mion didn't only save me. She saved Shion, too. Wait, so she's... Wait, what? She saved her? What if she's not joking? What if she literally was like, no, I literally wanted to make her suffer? What the hell? Okay, but Rika and Sadako, though, they weren't, I guess, close enough to her to save. Mion may have been a demon and led many people to their deaths, but she fought against it and was able to save 2 people. Keiichi, come on, man, like, you're letting your guard down here. As I petted Mion, she narrowed her eyes in an entranced smile and untangled her arm from mine. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Then Mion quietly said,
来て。
Oh no, 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 no. Oh no.
私の罪のすべてを見てほしいから。
No.
でもそれはケイちゃんにとって、この上なく辛い光景かもしれない。
Oh my god, I was talking too about, like, oh, she probably has, like, a torture room or something. All this talk about torture devices and stuff. Oh, Keiichi, come on, man. You can back out. It's not too late. I could sense it. There I would probably find all the sacrifices up until now. I can't. I can't. If they show me Rika and Sadako's bodies, I won't be able to handle it. Looking at them would mean accepting Rika-chan and Sadako's deaths, as well as accepting that my best friend had done it.
すでに起こり終わってしまった事実だけれども、ケイちゃんは見ないことを選んでもいい。
Kate, come on, Keiichi. Like, once again, you're being given an out, but you're not gonna take it.
そうならばここで待っていて。私の手で全て終わらせるから。
I was taken aback by how ominous that sounded. I remember what Rena had told me. Mio might not surrender herself to justice, but instead choose to put an end to things herself. Yeah, I don't think Mio, like, if she does feel guilt, I still don't feel like she's the type to just give herself up. Oh god, either she's gonna kill me or I'm gonna kill her. Or we're both gonna die. I couldn't leave her on her own. Besides, I agreed to her last request, didn't I? Even if it was hard for me to accept, I'll still do it. Even if I avoided looking, it was something that had already happened.
何を見たって。俺にとっての園崎美音は最高の親友だ。それは変わらない。一生。
The treetops softly swayed in the wind.
あんたもレナもどうしてこんな時ばかりかっこよくなるんだろうね。
Normally I'd say something rude right back at her, evading the question, but today I didn't. I just answered with a smile. At last Mion started walking. Into the thick forest, into the deepest part. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I don't want to see it. After following a thin path that looked like an animal trail for a while, we finally came across a steep incline with a tunnel that reminded me of a coal mine or bomb shelter. We were surrounded by shallow hills. It had been created in a spot not visible from the outside. There was many silhouettes of crows in the trees here and there. The abnormal odor I'd been smelling for a while was doubtlessly escaping from inside this place.
引き返すなら今だよ。ケイちゃんの中の園崎美音がどんな人かは知らないけれど、中に入ればその美音はきっと
変わらない。何度だって言う。園崎美音は俺の最高の親友だ。
I clenched my fists. Inside there was probably a sight beyond anything I could imagine. If I let my guard down, I might end up vomiting. Even so, I'll endure it. I'll overcome this pain and the suffering. It will never change that Mion is my greatest friend. Oh god, I'm just thinking, please, I hope Rena will be safe. I don't have much hope for Keiichi making out of this alive, but I hope Rena can be okay at least.
私はただの鬼だから、もう人間の気持ちはわからないけれど、ミオンがあんたを好きになったの、よくわかる気がする。
Aww. And there she is talking like she's a demon right now. It's like sometimes she sounds like Mion, sometimes she sounds not like Mion.
他人事のように言うな。お前はミオンだ。鬼じゃない。血の通った人間で、俺の仲間なんだ。
Mion made a gesture like she was wiping tears from her eyes, then placed a hand on the big door of the tunnel entrance. Oh my god. Oh, how much are they going to show? I hope it's more like they describe it, but I don't want to see it. The lock on it was dauntingly strong looking. It seemed to demand the appropriate resolution from whoever would enter, just like the ritual storehouse. When the double doors opened, a stifling, rotten air and a bunch of winged insects came rushing out. I remembered accidentally killing a hermit crab a long time ago by leaving its tank out on the porch, and how intense the odor it left was. If that was the smell of a corpse, then that's certainly what this smelled like. Inside it was pitch black, but Mion flicked a switch that turned on a light bulb, illuminating the interior. The path turned into a series of intricate wooden tunnels. We passed spaces that looked like they were for storage. We passed places that looked like someone had lived there. All this indicated it had been used as a bomb shelter and stockpile during the war. It didn't give an impression of a dugout bomb shelter that had just been left there. There was a sense of dignity as though this was a second Sonozaki house constructed underground. Despite being in pitch darkness below the ground, the voices of the cicadas were entering through an air hole somewhere, giving it a very mysterious feel. Oh, is Shion down here too? Still alive? Or is this... I'm still not completely convinced that this is not Shion. The way that she's talking so detached, as if she's not Mion. I don't know.
最後殿の中見たよね。あの拷問道具の山を。
Yep. I knew the torture devices were going to come back. Did she not only kill him, she tortured them too.
あれはすべて鬼ヶ淵村の厳しい戒律を守るために作られたものだった。
Or is she just going to push him down the stairs and lock the door and just leave him there to rot?
戒律を破った者を見せしめにむごたらしく殺してみせる。
大昔の話だろ。
Oh my god, he's gonna get tortured. Jesus.
本来は見せしめの儀式。渡流しは御三家が取り仕切る儀式だったんだけど、君吉家と古出家の衰退、そして時代の変化によって行うことはとても難しくなった。
そりゃそうだな。この現代日本で犠牲者をのんびりと沢で殺せるなんて思えない。
だから園崎家は作ったの。現代でも渡流しの儀が行えるように。秘密の場所を。
Oh my god. Oh my god. Just the idea of her not just killing Rika and Sadako, especially, she didn't just take them out quickly, she tortured them. Is that what she's saying? Mion opened a large, strikingly different door. And inside, oh my god, what is it? Was none other than a modern storehouse for ritual implements.
いろいろあるでしょ。一部のものは実際に西宮殿から運び込まれたものなんだよ。
All of the things that had been rusty and covered in dust, so they didn't seem that real. But the things in here were different. Every one of them had been well maintained and kept in a state that they could be used right away. Blades gleamed and spikes were sharpened. Also perhaps as a precaution for the splatter of blood. The walls and ceiling were covered in the kind of tiling you would see in bathrooms, and there was even a drain set amidst a slight slope in the floor. There was also a coiled rubber hose along the wall attached to a faucet, perhaps for cleaning up the splattered blood.
大昔の当主の書き物によるとね、血のしぶきってのは犠牲者に負担をかけない割にはインパクトがあるんだってさ。渡流しは見せしめのショーだったから、私のご先祖様たちは様々なショーを考案してたんだよ。
As she said that, Mion pointed deeper into the torture room, to a spot veiled in darkness. There was surprisingly a room floored with tatami mats, and in the corner was a pile of cushions.
鑑賞席なんだよ。渡流しは見せしめのショーだから、客がいなきゃ意味がない。
I couldn't speak, and I couldn't think of anything to say anyway, except that if Mion revealing all this to me made her heart feel any lighter, then I was prepared to listen for as long as I needed to.
みんなここで、私が殺した。見てくれている観客はいなかったけど、私は渡流しを上手にやってみせた。いや、観客は一人だけいたかな。
Shion.
観客？
Oh.
私という鬼が
Never mind.
ミオンの執り行う渡流しをずっと見てたから。
Mion cackled in self-deprecation. It wasn't a nice-sounding laugh.
向こうが牢屋。
シオンはそこにいるのか？
She nodded slightly. Mion's Watanagashi had ended today. I needed to tell Shion I was safe without a moment's delay. After all, she was probably trembling in fear at this very moment, worrying about when she would be killed. Is she actually there, though, or is she just saying that to get me to go in there so I'll be trapped? The ostentatious door on the other side opened, revealing what must have been an incredibly expansive space based on the echo it made. Mion groped around in the darkness, and a handful of naked light bulbs came on here and there. As my eyes adjusted, more and more of the great cave showed itself in the faint light. The walls were bare rock surface, and it felt so savage that bomb shelter was the most apt term for it. There were small, barred rooms built here and there, like holes made by insects biting their way through a giant piece of fruit. It was immediately clear each of them was a prison.
みんなはどこにいるんだ？リカちゃんやサトコは。
I grimaced at her having said it so outright.
ああ、そうだ。いつまでも暗い中じゃかわいそうだろ。
虫が湧くと嫌だったから井戸に捨てちゃったよ。ごめん。
So I can't even see their faces in death. Once again, my feelings of regret at having confessed everything to Rika-chan came surging forth. If Mion hadn't attached the word sorry to the end of what she said, I might have punched her. Calm down, Keiichi Maibara. You said it yourself. No matter what, Mion Sonozaki is your greatest friend.
ああ、言ったさ。
I needed to hear myself say it out loud. Then came the clattering of bars in one of the cells deeper in. When I noticed it, I looked up as well.
シオンか。
ケイちゃんなの。
Oh my gosh, is it actually her? I ran over to the cell. White hands were peeking out through the gaps in the bars. It really was her.
大丈夫か、シオン。怪我はしていないのか。
Shion's face twisted out of shape as she screamed. It was because Mion had appeared right behind me. Oh no. Oh no. Of course. Shion didn't know everything was over yet.
落ち着け、シオン。もう全部。
Oh yes, everything is over. That's exactly what's going to be happening right now.
全部。
I spoke in as calm a voice as I could manage to try and soothe the agitated Shion. However, it didn't seem like it was getting through her screams. Maybe the reason that Mion wanted Shion to suffer was because she was jealous of, Shion getting close to Keiichi, and maybe she's also upset with Keiichi for, spending time with Shion, and maybe she wanted me to suffer as well. She wanted to have us together one last time before she killed both of us, just to, make it hit that much harder. It didn't seem like it was getting through her screams.
シオン、ご機嫌はいかがだった？
もういやもう誰の死を見るのも嫌。私が憎いなら早く私を殺してよ。憎いのは私なんでしょ。早く殺して
落ち着けってシオン。もう終わったんだよ。大丈夫なんだ。だから落ち着け。
Shion, who was screaming and rattling the iron bars back and forth, was truly in a frantic state. I gave a slight shrug of resignation, giving way to Mion. I had realized if Mion was the one who locked her in here, and if Mion was the one who had scared Shion this much, then Mion was also the only one who could put an end to this. Mion spoke from over my shoulder, quietly.
安心しなよ。あんたは殺さない。まだまだ殺さないんだから。
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess I have to I have to give in. This is Mion. I was right up until the end, I was in denial. She burst out into a bizarre laugh, as if trying to make Shion's madness even worse. Shion broke out into a fierce shiver, brought on by that laugh, and rattled the iron bars as she wailed. Oh, this is the ultimate torture, isn't it? This is it. This is why she wanted to leave Shion for the end. She's gonna kill... She lured Keiichi down so she could kill me in front of Shion to just make her suffer. Oh my god.
古式にのっとり、獅子の先端から少しずつ。
Oh my god. Oh my god. All of that talk that Mion had, that was a lie. I wonder if that was the demon speaking. If she truly believes she has a demon in her, and then the demon will take over and speak. And then the regular Mion will come back. Or if this was all just an act. Oh my god.
ガリゴリと削ってミンチにしてやる。あの肉引き器はあんたのために取っておいてあるんだからね。
Keiichi, you've had so many opportunities to just leave. Oh my
それ
god.
とも それでケイちゃんをミンチにしてみせた方があんたには面白いかな。
おい、いい加減にしろ。今さら怖がらせてどうするんだよ。
I tried to rebuke Mion for fleeing terrible words at her this late in the game, but when I turned around... Oh, Jesus. Ah! Mion's mouth, so much so that it was hard to believe, had twisted into a shape even thinner than a crescent moon. It was a smile. I could sense it like a jolt of electricity. The person here wasn't my best friend Mion. It wasn't the Mion Sonozaki who had been tossed about by her heavy duty of succeeding the Sonozaki family either. Then, who was she?